You will never be happy if you continue to search for what happiness consists of. You will never live if you are looking for the meaning of life. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. Man is the only creature who refuses to be what he is. Nobody realizes that some people expend tremendous energy merely to be normal. But in the end, one needs more courage to live than to kill himself. You know what charm is? A way of getting the answer yes without having asked any clear question. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. I may not have been sure about what really did interest me, but I was absolutely sure about what didn't. Blessed are the hearts that can bend, they shall never be broken. When I look at my life and its secret colors, I feel like bursting into tears. Real generosity towards the future lies in giving all to the present. To be happy, we must not be too concerned with others. I open myself to the gentle indifference of the world. The purpose of a writer is to keep civilization from destroying itself. In order to understand the world, one has to turn away from it on occasion. I used to advertise my loyalty, and I don't believe there is a single person I love that I didn't eventually betray. Oh, light, this is the cry of all the characters of ancient drama brought face to face with their fate. This last resort was ours too, and I knew it now. In the middle of winter, I at last discovered that there was in me an invincible summer. At the heart of all beauty lies something inhuman. When the soul suffers too much, it develops a taste for misfortune. People hastened to judge in order not to be judged themselves. Do not wait for the last judgment. It comes every day. I had only a little time left, and I didn't want to waste it on God. I have no idea what's awaiting me or what will happen when this all ends. For the moment I know this, there are sick people and they need curing. Since we're all going to die, it's obvious that when and how don't matter. There is not love of life without despair about life. I looked up at the mass of signs and stars in the night sky and laid myself open for the first time to the benign indifference of the world. Man is always prey to his truths. Once he has admitted them, he cannot free himself from them. If something is going to happen to me, I want to be there. Some people talk in their sleep. Lectures talk while other people sleep. Every act of rebellion expresses a nostalgia for innocence and an appeal to the essence of being. I would rather live my life as if there is a God and die to find out there isn't, than live my life as if there isn't and die to find out there is. When you have once seen the glow of happiness on the face of a beloved person, you know that a man can have no vocation but to awaken that light on the faces surrounding him. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. What is called a reason for living is also an excellent reason for dying. It is the job of thinking people not to be on the side of the executioners. Men are never convinced of your reasons, of your sincerity, of the seriousness of your sufferings, except by your death. So long as you are alive, your case is doubtful. You have a right only to their skepticism. Life can be magnificent and overwhelming. That is the whole tragedy. Without beauty, love, or danger, it would almost be easy to live. I know that man is capable of great deeds, but if he isn't capable of great emotion, well, he leaves me cold. The evil that is in the world almost always comes from ignorance, and good intentions may do as much harm as malevolence if they lack understanding. The literal meaning of life is whatever you're doing that prevents you from killing yourself. The truth is that everyone is bored and devotes himself to cultivating habits. The most important thing you do every day you live is deciding not to kill yourself. Duty is unbearable, drives us to despair, offering us for a minute the glimpse of an eternity that we should like to stretch out over the whole of time. Where there is no hope, it is incumbent on us to invent it. Always there comes an hour when one is weary of one's work and devotion to duty, and all one craves for is a loved face, the warmth and wonder of a loving heart. And never have I felt so deeply at one, and the same time so detached from myself, and so present in the world. Man stands face to face with the irrational. He feels within him his longing for happiness and for reason. The absurd is born of this confrontation between the human need and the unreasonable silence of the world. I feel like getting married or committing suicide or subscribing to Lillustration, something desperate, you know. There are crimes of passion and crimes of logic. The boundary between them is not clearly defined. I realized then that a man who had lived only one day could easily live for 100 years in prison. He would have enough memories to keep him from being bored. There is no sun without shadow, and it is essential to know the night. I love life. That's my real weakness. I love it so much that I am incapable of imagining what is not life. The struggle itself towards the heights is enough to fill a man's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy,